research helped me when I came here. It wasn't looking like, and so I was attending class for 2 years online.
Wow.
We kept hearing that we couldn't do it on our own. We needed agents. We already got admission by ourselves. We researched the school by ourselves. I researched up to the streets I was going to live in, the menu of eateries around where I lived,
and their prices.
Like, but it was that things would have gone down. But in Asia, I guess it's variant step coming out.
What's it with the time difference?
Crazy.
Because Nigeria is
7 hours behind
the Philippines.
It was crazy.
Wow.
In fact, my first day of lecture, I missed my first day. Oh, you are going to be doing midnight classes. I spent over 25,000 worth of data in less than 2 weeks.
That's almost like 2,500.
That's like 2,500 plus pesos. Almost always don't lie.
So now you said something. You said something happened. I don't want to go into that because that's very personal. Something happened and then you decided to come to the Philippines. So what made you choose the Philippines? Was it because of the people that your friends online that were studying here, or like why Philippines per se? Yeah.
Truth is, it was like one of the cheapest countries.
Ooh. Okay, so you did some research and then you.
I told you I researched a lot.
Okay.
So when I wanted to come and school here, that's the whole story, and I spent like 5 months browsing on schools, countries, where to get. I do a lot of research for a lot of things. So I compared. I remember having a long. I wrote it down. This time around, it was not just on my phone. I wrote it down. Countries, school fees, prices in different places. I'm very detailed and extra sometimes.
That's good.
So I compared the prices, cost of living. I asked my friends that were here to send me like how much it is. I remember asking you what was the rate, like how was food stuff?
With foodstuffs and also
I asked how like jeans. House rent and all of that, just to compare prices. And then when I checked it, it was like, okay, affordable. And I also liked the fact that there were more Nigerians here. The community of Nigerians. And also, what else about the Philippines? So I finally settled on it because my mom actually settled on it. She signed up for the school.
Let's get this right. So with your research with your mom, you guys found the school.
Yeah, she found the school.
So your mom started the process
and called me. I was like, hello, they are going to interview you next weekend. Yeah, so everything just happened so fast, but it was very certain that I was coming to the Philippines.
So let's get this now, so don't get confused. So your mom and you did the processing yourself. Nobody helped you.
Nobody.
Can we dwell a little bit on research when it comes to going to, because people who like want to go through other agents and then they get scammed.
Okay, so I think it helped that I love doing a lot of research on everything. I practically browse on everything, how you breathe. And so my mom is also like that. Plus, we just felt if we can do it ourselves, why? Like, I suspect low-key that my mom will want to do my wedding planning for herself, and not call an event planner. That's how we just love organizing things, right? So in the process, when we started, we actually kept hearing that we couldn't do it on our own. We needed agents, but we noticed that we already got admission by ourselves. We researched the school by ourselves. We did most of those things. But we still needed help though. I remember when at the embassy I needed to submit the documents to show that I was a student. Yeah, so because we're trying to do it ourselves, we wasted months. I think about 4 months.
And if someone had done it for you.
Yes, and at the end of the day, when my school said they couldn't do it, I should send someone. So I decided to ask a friend, but it wasn't still like agent. It was just like a friend that was to help me get it and pay for the sending, and that's how it was. But I think it helps that you do a lot of research about things in general. Like it helped me. Research helped me when I came here. It wasn't looking like a place that like the whole newbie thing, right? It felt familiar somehow.
Yeah, I feel you, yeah.
I had researched up to the streets I was going to live in. The next, I'm serious, the menu of eateries around where I lived,
and their prices.
Like, so when I came the first night and I was looking for my house, and I got into the country in the night looking for my house, it was so easy. I was like, oh, this shop is before my house. I was the one explaining to the driver that came, like the cab person, that I think my house should be in the middle, somewhere around here, because of Google Map. So I think it helps to research.
That's so good. That's really so good. And now let me point this out because she didn't mention it. Oli was already studying online in the Philippines. Sorry, online. Oli was already studying in the Philippines online, but in Nigeria. So can we talk about that?
Okay, so because I got the admission in 2020, COVID year.
Okay.
So it was COVID period, and well, I started in August. I remember August 10th. It was exactly a month after my birthday. And so they kept telling us, hopefully by next year, everybody thought that things would have gone down. Well, in Asia, I guess it's variant step coming out.
And
it took a lot of time. Because it was lockdown. And other countries, like in Nigeria, as at that time, they had lifted the lockdown already. But here,
it was hard. They just recently did actually last year.
I think it was last year, February, that they started allowing
people coming.
So, and it was just tourists. Then for schools and the rest, April, I guess. April 14th about details. And so I was doing a lot of online stuff. My school decided that instead of waiting till they lift the lockdown, then why just not just do it online? So they tried online, and so I was attending class for 2 years online.
Wow, how was it with the time difference?
Crazy.
Because Nigeria is
7 hours behind
the Philippines. So that means if now it's 12 o'clock, 12 p.m.
It will be 5 a.m. there.
It's going to be 5 a.m. in Nigeria. So imagine having a class by 12 p.m. in the Philippines, and then you have to wake up by 5 a.m. in Nigeria. So let's talk about it. How was it?
It was crazy. Wow. I think I cannot explain it.
It would have been crazy.
My family could understand better, because in fact my first day of lecture, I missed my first day because
of the time.
When I saw on even my first interview, I missed it. I had to reschedule because when they said, "Oh, your interview is by 8 a.m." I just felt like, "Oh, cool, 8 a.m. it works." I didn't know that 8 a.m. for them was 1 a.m. for us.
Girl.
So like, I missed it. I slept off and all of that. Then I woke up by 8 a.m. Nigerian time. And they were like, they have been waiting for me. Then school too, I got the timetable and all of that, and I felt like, oh, cool, like
time is doable.
It's
but how come you didn't know about the time differences? Or maybe
I knew about the time difference, right? But I didn't calculate it right.
Okay.
It was not just, it wasn't flowing. I don't know how.
Okay.
But me and numbers, we have issues. I think that's where the problem started from. So it wasn't just flowing, and it was hard. It was really hard, keeping up. And then there's something about the Filipinos. They will walk you out. My classes were for like 6 hours straight, and the longest break I had was 30 minutes break. So I didn't even like breaks then, because breaks meant that I'll be tempted to sleep off, and I didn't want to sleep. Okay, so I had to take a lot of. I already had issues with sleeping at night. So when my mom, we actually knew about that. So when she said, "Oh, you're going to be doing midnight classes," I was like, I already stay up late, but I didn't expect that my classes would still end. So my classes started from 1 a.m. Nigerian time to 11:30 p.m. 11:30 a.m. Nigerian time. Do the maths. So every day. And then I realized I was having Saturday classes too. So Sunday night by 1 a.m. to Monday morning by 11:30 a.m. I wasn't joining morning devotion. I wasn't doing. Then you would think that after stressing us with classes like that, they would just let us rest a little. Then every teacher wants to bombard you with assignments, you know, to catch up. It was good because you are learning and you're enjoying learning, but it was also stressful. So the remaining times so imagine doing night vigil. So like doing night vigil every day for 6 days a week. And I did that for 2 years. And then, okay, you now wake up, or classes end around 11, 12. I go to take my breakfast and I sleep off. And I don't know how to sleep in the afternoon beyond 3 hours. I wake up around say 1, 2, and you have to do assignments, you have to do things. I was just, you know, busy and everything. Hardly had time for myself or any other thing. And then when you're done, you're trying to prepare for
the next class
in the night. Everybody is sleeping. It was really bad because in Nigeria we have issues with electricity
and data
at night. And then I was buying, let me not mention the amount of data every month. Initially I got a router, I got a Wi-Fi to use, but I spent over 25,000 worth of data in less than 2 weeks.
That's almost like 2,500.
That's like 2,500 plus peso here, and I spent it in less than 2 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
After I used it like twice, like that, my mom was like, "We can't keep doing this at all. I'm spending 50K in a month. Yeah, less than a month." So I couldn't keep up with it. So I started buying the beats, started buying all those glue promos and the rest. It helped. So in a week I'll buy 6,000 naira worth of data.
Like 600 plus pesos.
Yeah, 600 plus pesos, and that helped. But you see that light thing, I used it.
Electricity.
I used the electricity. Sorry, I used it a lot because they're like, turn on your videos, everybody, so that they can see that you're awake.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oops, sorry for blackouts. Because it was almost always blackout. There was almost always no light. And then you have to mute your audio because your sister is sleeping beside you, having to get earphones.
So comfortable.
It was really hard. Then in the daytime you are trying to sleep but everybody is now awake and you're like, please can't you just keep it low, I'm trying to sleep, but no, couldn't flow. It was difficult, that's the truth. And my dream was, I can't wait to get there. I kept saying that, can't wait to get here so that I could attend class. And then, you know, learning things like technical stuff, programming, where you need to see someone connecting wires, networking, and doing that online. It's different. It wasn't just school. It's different. But yeah.
But how were you coping with your classmates? Did you guys have like a relationship, or it was just based on when we have class? Hello.
Okay, so that was, I think we're already entering into culture shock.
Okay. Let's not get to culture shock yet.
Yeah.
All right. So later on, after 2 years, right, Olive is now finally here in the Philippines. Before we go into your culture shock, tell me what course are you taking, or tell them what course are you taking?
Bachelor in Science, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology.
Oh, that's IT.
Yeah, IT, but with specialization in AI, Artificial Intelligence.
Oh, so that was what you wanted to take, right?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to take.
Okay, so let's go to the main gist, culture shock.